Sorry, I was just...
No, that's lovely. Good evening, Davie Furey. You're very welcome to Singer Studio here in Letterkenny.
Hello, Maria. It's lovely to be here. Beautiful room. Delighted to be a part of it. And thanks so much for having me.
Oh, Davie, you're the first to come here, and I couldn't have asked for anybody better to be the first person here. I'm really, really grateful for you to agree to do this because you know I'm a bit of a chancer here, but everything so far is going well. You are starting a all-Irish national tour.
Yeah.
And you are starting off in Wexford. Do you want to tell us where you're going to be on your tour?
Yeah, well, the album came out on Friday, Glimpses of the Truth, the 22nd of March. So it's nice to be able to tour it because the last album I brought out was during COVID, thinking it might be over by summer, but sure, it went on for 2 years or something like that. I was talking to you during it actually a couple of times. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to be able to get back out and tour. It's my first tour in 5 years, really. We're starting in Wexford, going to Athy. We're going to Belfast, Donegal, and Cork, and Kerry, and Waterford, and Westmeath, and Meath, and I'm sure Clare. I'm sure I'm leaving out someplace. They're all on www.daviefurey.com.
Yeah, you can find them all there, and it's a gorgeous poster you have for the tour as well. Yeah, Glimpses of the Truth that came out on Friday. To begin with, we have been playing The Rose of Bohemien so much because I think I just love it. I absolutely. Can you actually tell me the story behind The Rose of Bohemien? Because I know I have something in my head what I think it's about, but
yeah, well, I can. First of all, I started 2 different projects when I started recording. Mm-hmm. So some songs belong to one set and other songs belong to another set of songs. So The Rose of Bohemien kind of fell into a different set of songs. So it's not on Glimpses of the Truth mm-hmm. because it just didn't suit the tone of the album or the style or the production, I felt. Mm-hmm. But it will be on the next album, I hope, because it kind of fits in with some of the songs I've recorded already. Mm-hmm. The Rose of Bohemien Bohemien is a place in Meath, mm-hmm. outside of Navan, country place, and the lyrics are written by my English teacher Richie Ball, who was a playwright in Navan. He taught me English a couple of years. He was a teacher in St. Pat's Classical School in Navan for a good few years, and we reconnected a couple of years ago, and then we started meeting for coffee, and he said, I have this song that he did, and he never wrote a song in his life, and he sent it to me, and it was very personal to him. Teresa was his auntie, who, as the song goes, passed away at 17 mm-hmm. from TB, I think it was, even though that's not mentioned in the song. And I put music to it, and then I wanted to give him a day in the studio, not thinking we were going to go anywhere with it or do anything major, let's record and do a good job for him. And then we went to the studio, and I brought him into the studio for the day just to show him how not to do it.
Love that.
How I do it. And myself and Martin Quinn in Jam Studios, and he stayed the whole day. And in the studio, it can be quite boring if you're not part of it or if you're not doing stuff. But he loved it. He was enthralled. He was there at 10 o'clock until about 7:30 that evening. And we got the song down in the one day, mm-hmm. thanks largely to Martin Quinn's talent as a musician. And we worked together and we got it all done. And then Martin sent me the final copy, the mixed and mastered copy, and Richie was over the moon for it.
I can imagine. And you're like... do you understand? It can't be boring, but I'm sure, when it's something that he has written as well, I'm sure he was absolutely buzzing just to see it then, how things can come alive completely in a studio through the course of the day.
He was, because I'd sent him the melody on my guitar, and I'm no Mark Knopfler on the guitar, Maria. It's basic chords.
Like myself,
a little
Davie.
melody. You get the gist of it, Richie, don't worry.
It'll be great.
It'll sound deadly in the studio. So thank God the song revealed itself really, really nicely in the studio, and myself and Martin just went with it, whichever way it brought us. And I was happy, I was delighted with the result of it. So I think it's a lovely song that Richie wrote, and he can be very proud of it.
Yeah, and thanks to you. Will we start off with a song now? We'll just get relaxed into things a wee bit.
Yeah. It was a recording.
Yeah, everything's recording this time, I think, Davie. Jesus, if it's not this time, we may go home. Oh, we are home.
Take me to where you are, wherever that may be. Looking up at the stars, they're looking back at me. Your love's a razor, call me stargazer. Your love's a razor, call me stargazer. Love is all I have, the only thing I miss. And I'd swap all before me for one more kiss. Your love's a razor, call me stargazer. Your love's a razor, call me stargazer. Memories I can't use, just reflections I see. I'm at war with the truth, with my destiny. Your love's a razor, call me stargazer. Your love's a razor, call me stargazer. Call me stargazer. Call me. Call me.
Do you know, that's one of those moments where I wish to God that I could sing harmony.
Oh, yeah. I'm no good at it myself,
Ah,
actually.
I spend every day of my life trying to sing harmony along with the radio. Drastically bad. And I didn't want to ruin that by even attempting there. But even yesterday on the way to Mass, I put on a song that I'm writing at the moment in the car just to listen. And I was trying to do the harmonies, and Frankie's looking at me going, oh my God, would you stop?
And can Frankie do harmonies?
Not at all, no. But it's still like it was awful. Like it.
Oh, I can't do them
No.
either. I'm terrible.
Yeah. I had a niece, or have a niece, but she's bloody moved to Cambodia, and she was always the girl that sang with me and sang harmonies. But anyway, come here.
Right.
What was it like touring with Paul Brady?
That was great. It was brilliant. Jesus, I loved it. Like, sure,
Yeah.
you just rock up and, the place is sold out.
Mm-hmm.
And there was, probably 1,000 people at some of the shows and 600 at others, and he couldn't have been nicer.
Good.
And John, the manager, and Frankie as well, the roadie. Great. Just the four of us went on the road, and great crack, like.
Yeah.
Great crack.
Where all did you play?
Bit similar to what I'm doing. I'm kind of following up on that, what I did. So,
Well, that's a good idea.
The National Opera House in Wexford was one of them, which was really nice. The Millennium Forum in Derry, which is a stunning venue. That was great. And we did Clore as well at Lone. There was about 10, 11 gigs maybe to Cork as well. But the Hot Jazz is great. Sure.
It just sounds class. Tell me this. I see you have a couple of big fans there in the catalogue, Donovan and Christy Moore.
They're great for the press releases.
Isn't it? I love that.
It is. It's handy to throw them in there when you're releasing an album or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It is what it is. Yeah,
Mighty.
It's great that they like the music. Sure. How bad is that?
How bad is that? Okay, give me another song.
Okay.
We'll keep you singing there.
Aye. I'm still learning the songs here. Tour doesn't start for 2 weeks, so I'm all right.
Oh, you're plenty of time. You're plenty of time. What's this one you're doing?
I'm going to try the Exile Blues, which is on the album. If I can see the lyrics, I'll sing them. Oh yeah, I know it. See my heaven in a different world. Feels like forever since I held a girl. Carry my cross to darken my sins. Close my curtains when the day begins. No one understands these things I do. They leave me with nothing but the exile blues. Selling souvenirs to the passers-by. I left all my tears where the river ran dry. Jumped on a train, headed out of town. You won't hear me complain when there's no one around. No one understands these things I do. They leave me with nothing but the exile blues. Louder than thunder, sweeter than rain. Silence is my song and my only refrain. They don't get me, I don't really care. Everywhere I walk, I see people stare. No one understands these things I do. They leave me with nothing but the exile blues. In the garden of hell, from the stories I've heard, there's nothing much to tell. Still they read, they listen and look, trying to make sense of an ancient book. No one understands these things I do. They leave me with nothing but the exile blues. I've hidden my gold, I've hidden my shame. I'm keeping my hand over the fiery flame. Darkness is my friend and my enemy. I'm the leader of my own sweet debauchery. No one understands understands these things I do. They leave me with nothing but the exile blues. There's poison in the air from some people's breath. Their only sense of joy comes from death. But I see my heaven in a different world. I don't really get overly concerned, 'cause no one understands these things I do. They leave me with nothing but the exile blues. No one understands these things I do. They leave me with nothing. They leave me with nothing. No one understands these things I do. They leave me with nothing but the exile blues.
Deadly.
Thank
Deadly.
you.
Absolutely class. I was rocking to it there. So,
Deadly.
the Exile Blues, tell me a wee bit about that.
That came along, I guess, pretty easily, just playing a couple of chords. And I think the character in the song is kind of conflicted. I think you probably know better than me from listening to it. I don't really tend to look back and analyse every lyric or want to know what everything is about. Mm-hmm. But I think from singing it, he's a little bit, or she is a little bit conflicted, and she's a little bit of an introvert, and she doesn't really care what people think then. Or
Must be left alone.
A little bit, yeah, for a certain amount of time. I don't know how someone like me could write that. Like.
Come here, tell me this. When did you start writing?
Pretty soon after I started playing the guitar, I think.
Mm-hmm. Which was?
About 18, when I was 18 or 19. So about 10 years ago.
Aye.
Aye.
You tell that story too, Davie. My son thinks I've been 25 this last 15 years. What age am I? 25. Aye, 25. Yeah.
Yeah. I started writing straight away. Mm-hmm. Not straight away, but after a while. Mm-hmm. I wanted to try to find my own voice,
yeah.
I think. And I think writing my own songs was the only way I could do that. Like, when I sing Bob Dylan, I couldn't help but do his kind of phrase, or like a Rolling Stone.
Aye.
No, not as forceful as that, but
yeah. But I totally get that, because that's what happens to me as well, and I get annoyed with myself, because when I hear other people doing like covers online, you know, my sister was just saying today, Marie, you know, you should do that. You know how people go on in the evening time and they'll put up a cover, but I find that I would totally like mimic the singer that I'm doing. I would find it hard to make something my own, but then I say, as soon as I start singing my own song, I've just got a completely different voice. It's just, I suppose it's just me, so it's good to know that I'm not the only one.
Yeah, no, because you have a very defining voice. Is that the right word? You know it's you when you're singing.
Aye, yeah, it's recognisable.
And you don't hide your accent. I said that to you before, I think, didn't I?
Aye, yeah.
I love the way you sing in your own accent. And I know it's you, like.
Yeah, that's true.
So
you
like
wouldn't mistake me for anybody else, definitely.
No, they wouldn't want to either.
No.
You know.
Yeah, thank you.
Because you have a gorgeous voice. But I thought, I haven't heard you singing a cover, I don't think.
No, but you know, you're like when you're gigging and stuff, like when I used to do, like, I haven't been doing that in a while, but yeah, no, I've only, like yourself, just released my own songs or whatever. Actually, and I was saying to you today, so this will be something that I really would, I would just think it came to mind today, that I have this song that I've written, Stratford to Stansted, and I wrote it years ago about a fella broke my heart, and
Bastard.
Oh, but anyway, it's a deadly song, and I think it really is, and I think it'd be a really, really good duet. So Davie, I want you to be the male in it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
so
it's lovely.
that,
I know you sent it to me and I was listening to it, so
Yeah,
I'd love it,
it'll work out good.
Try it.
We'll give it a lash. Go with another song because I'm afraid of these wains coming back and starting crying. So.
All right. No bother. I didn't know how many songs we were doing.
Oh no, we'll keep you at it like as long as we can.
Jesus Christ, doing this for nothing.
Yeah. Wait till you see the amount of fans you're going to get out of this, Davie. See the ones that don't know you up round here, hey. They'll be going, Jesus, we're definitely going to the Ballard Theatre. What date are you in the Ballard Theatre again?
Ballard Theatre.
Huh?
Oh,
20th, is it?
The 20th, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
See, yeah, you know, the guy should be your manager.
You should be. You're too expensive, though. I couldn't afford you, Maria. Only for that, I'd take you on. Right.
What are you going singing now?
I'm going to do something from the first album. Sound like Bob Dylan there, don't I? I'm going to do something from the first
You're
album
such
that
a
I recorded in the
show-off.
60s.
But if you're 28, how the fuck can you do that?
It's called Until the End of Time. And it's a lovely song if you know anyone.
I'll be the judge of that now in a
do a
minute.
harmony. Yeah, let me finish. Right.
Okay.
Do you want to try a bit of harmony?
Hi. You want to ruin it. Ruin it.
I'm going to show off and close the folder and
Oh.
everything for this. Take my hand, don't let it go. And I'll take you with me where the cool river flows. And sweet love spreads between two hearts. There's no ending, there's no start. It always is. Sweet love shines now and forever until the end of time. There's a need to belong in every boy and girl. There's a magical spirit, yeah, that turns this world. We must be free, be allowed to climb, now and forever, until the end of time. We must be free, be allowed to climb now and forever until the end of time. Maria, thanks for the tea. It's lovely.
Tea and sandwiches that you got?
There's no fucking sandwiches. The tea and an after 8.
Tea and after 8. What about Rose's Bounty Balls?
They look lovely.
Thank you very much, Davie. It's been so lovely. I want everybody to go to the Ballard Theatre on the 20th of April and support this amazing guy that has come all the way to Donegal today to up here to the #1 studio. And don't let her, can I? We won't talk about Island Radio. No, much love to them as well. But thank you so, so much for coming here.
Thanks for having me. It's lovely to see yourself and Frankie and the girls, and I'm delighted.
Yeah.
Lovely
You'll be
to
back
see
again. We'll do this Volume 1, Davie Furey Volume 1.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. But thank you for now. Thank you.
Thanks, Maria.